Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Your Biology, and today's topic is the positive control of Lac Operon system. Okay, so this is topic related to the Lac Operon system, and I explained different topics, that is not topics, the Lac Operon system including any related topics I already have described in my channel, so please you check out that one. And today's topic is the positive control. Okay, and before going to this topic, I want to say thank you to all of you who have already subscribed my channel, and I obviously request the new ones who are coming in my channel, please subscribe for the growth of this channel. Okay, so let's start. The positive control of Lac Operon system. What is the positive control of the Lac Operon system? The positive control of Lac Operon system is the another way, just like the Lac Operon system, but this is positive. First of all, we have to understand Lac Operon system obviously dependent on the lactose. Okay, so you just check out that what happened in the Lac Operon system. Here it is seeing that the role of the CAP protein. Okay. So what is saying here, that this system ensures that Lac Operon system expressed at high levels only if lactose is present. Okay, so here just briefly say that by researching on the positive control of Lac Operon system, it is obviously found that generally the lactose has important role in the Lac Operon system. You all know that, and obviously if the glucose is present in the medium instead of lactose, in that situation it is more preferable for the medium. Okay, this is more preferable. If the glucose is present as well, the glucose is preferred because it can be used directly by the glycolytic pathway. We already know that the glucose is the simple sugar, and if this is present in the medium, so it is directly used in the glycolytic pathway, okay, but to produce the energy. But if the lactose or another sugar that is present in the medium, in that situation they have to convert it. Okay, they have to convert to the glucose, and after this is used by the medium for getting the energy. So here what happened in case of this positive control, when the lactose is present in the medium and generally glucose is absent, lactose present but glucose is absent, in that situation a protein that is called the CAP protein. And what is the full form of this CAP protein? That is the catabolite activator protein. Okay, catabolite activator protein. This binds with the CAMP. This binds with the CAMP, and this is totally possible when the lactose is present. Clearly understand? And this is the CAMP is the cyclic adenosine monophosphate. This is its full name. Okay. So what happened? If the lactose is present, that means, and glucose is absent, in that situation the CAP binds with the CAMP. Okay, and to form the CAP complex. And what is the actual role of this CAP complex? What is the actual role? The actual role of this CAP complex is that it is a positive regulator. Okay, it is a positive regulator, and this complex generally binds to the CAP site, and that is the upstream of the site where the RNA pol binds to the promoter. That means it is situated just upstream to the promoter. Clear? This is situated just upstream to the promoter. Which one? This is called the CAP site, and CAP site is generally utilized for the binding of the CAP complex. Okay, the CAP complex generally binds to the CAP site, and this recruits the RNA pol to the promoter, and the transcription is initiated. So what is the function of this? When this complex bind, that means this CAP complex when binds, the CAP recruits. what is the actual role of this cap protein? This recruits the RNA pol. That means this induces the RNA pol to bind the promoter. This induces the RNA pol to bind the promoter and the transcription is initiated. It is actual role of the cap protein. Now what happens in case of glucose is present in medium and along with lactose, that means the lactose is present, but with lactose the glucose is also present there. What is happening in that situation? Glucose is used here and this causes the amount of CAMP in the cell to be reduced. Okay, so this causes the amount of CAMP in the cell to be reduced. That means CAMP production is not possible or not needed for the production of the CAMP complex. Why? Because glucose is already present. So glucose is directly used by the glycolytic pathway to produce the energy. Here the lactose is not used directly for the production of the glycolytic pathway for the production of the energy, and that's why here the actual role is found in the CAP protein. Clear? So insufficient, what happened in that situation? If the CAMP in the cell to be reduced, the amount of the CAMP that reduced in the medium, what happened? The insufficient CAP-CAMP complex is available, and that's why what is the actual role is seen here, that to recruit RNA pol to promoter. That means actually what is the role of the cap protein? The cap protein generally induce the RNA pol to bind with the promoter. Clear? But if the CAP-CAMP complex amount of this complex is very reduced, what happened? It cannot induce the RNA pol to bind with the promoter. So transcription is lowered. Transcription is lowered, and it is seen. When it is seen, although the repression is cleared from the operator by the presence of allolactose, but this process is always seen. You just know what is the role of the repression. Repression just bind to the operator system and totally stop the transcription process. So here the repression is totally removed because allolactose is present. But what is the role of this cap protein? The cap protein means here very less. That means the cap-CAMP complex is very less, and that means it has no capability to induce the RNA pol to bind the promoter and to continue the transcription is the high way or high level. Clear? So this is the actual role of the cap protein. Clear? And here obviously one enzyme that is very important, adenylate cyclase enzyme. This is very important for the production of the CAMP. So this is the positive control of the Lac Operon system. Okay, and another few portion is obviously in there, and I have to wrap this one, and then I will explain there. Okay. Here one thing we have to learn, that is the adenylate cyclase enzyme that is obviously activated by the active form of enzyme. This is called the 3-GLC. Okay, and this cap is indicator obviously of the glucose level in the medium. When the glucose is high, then cap is low, and obviously when the glucose level is low, that means CAMP is high. Okay, so this is the actual positive control of the Lac Operon system, and I think you can understand obviously. So please continue with me or my channel.